Everyone, happy Monday and welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Jess is running the show. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Nice weekend?
Yeah, chilled.
Chilled. I love a chilled weekend. And over in the demonstration station, it's the wonderful Stacey.
Hi everyone.
And that only means one thing.
It does.
Moonstone.
It does.
Moonstone or stamps. It means
Inky.
two things.
It means
really.
inky. Yeah.
Inky, stampy, fun products, and we have got that for you today. We've also got a fantastic back in stock, so make sure you are sat nice and tight, ready to go, because we are going to start the week with our Christmas embossing folders, and we can guarantee that these are going to give your projects a proper professional touch. We have 4 brand new ones that you can get your hands on, but before we show you them, let's have a look at the Win It Weekly for this week. This is the cutest little bundle you have ever seen. This is our summer beach bundle and it's awesome. We're giving this away to 2 lucky people this week and it's huge. You are getting the absolutely adorable Moonstone Sandy Beach Layering Scenes die. So you're going to get that included. We are also going to give you the fantastic stamp set, which works really, really nicely with that die. Then our Picturesque Pastimes. This is going to give you 4 toppers, which on all of them, you're going to be able to make at least 4 cards with all the different toppers that you've got in there. So that's a huge collection that we've got. And then we're also going to add in the fantastic Nautical Moments foiled cardstock. It's a great collection this week. If you want to be in the chance of winning this huge bundle, all you need to do is like, share and comment on this question. How tall was the largest beach deck chair? Was it A, 8.73 metres? Was it B, 10.46 metres? Or was it C, 9.11 metres? How tall was the largest beach deck chair? Like, share and comment for your chance to win. And on Friday, we will announce the winners of this fantastic prize. Shall we just jump straight into it? Because I know Stacey's got some awesome demos lined up for us. So have a look at this little VT. they just the most gorgeous things you have ever seen? We love them. We have got 4 brand new ones for you. They are absolutely awesome. You're not going to be able to resist it. And you know what's going to be even better with this? We are also giving you fantastic reward points for getting the huge bundle that I have in my hand right now. You are going to get 300 bonus reward points added to this. So here they are. We've got our Christmas foliage, absolutely stunning with all the hollies, berries, the mistletoe. We have got your snowflake sparkle. Look at that one. It's just so divine. You're also going to get the very fun, fabulous Fair Isle. This one's really cool because you've got embossing and debossing on the same side. Then our sensational snowfall. $19.98, a diamond price of $17.98 for four 6x6 embossing folders. They are incredible, and again you're going to get those 300 bonus reward points. So let's have a look at them in closer detail, because we've got a fantastic board and some examples of different mediums that you can use these on that Kat put together for us. So let me get up nice and close so you can see the detail we've got in here. I don't know which one's my favorite because they are all super stunning, and I can't think of another company that does an embossing folder bundle like this for the price that we do it at.
No, not at that price. That is
crazy.
Yeah, we wanted them to be affordable, and also designs that you're going to use across every sort of theme, if that makes sense.
And also throughout the year as well, because I think you could definitely be using this hollies and berries with all of your woodland collections.
Yep.
That's going to look really nice. I think your sensational snowfall, confetti.
Definitely confetti, like party, birthdays.
Champagne bubbles.
Yep.
Loads of things like that. We've got the super cute jumper. I really like that design.
You could be using your Fair Isle with the cut-in Fair Isle dies.
Oh, yeah.
So you can have embossed, and then you can have cut-in ones, and then you can have, so you can mix and match with them ones.
That's going to look really cool. And then your snowflakes and sparkle, again, any celebratory Christmas or winter occasions, maybe it's a wedding, maybe it's a birthday, that one's going to come in so handy, and it's going to work great alongside, again, your dies. You could be using your sensational snowflakes with that one. That's going to look really nice. So these are the 4 embossing folders that you are going to be receiving. Absolutely gorgeous. And let's show you how many different mediums that you can use these on. Kat's put this together and it's absolutely fantastic. So we've got Miri card, which looks spectacular. We've then got our adorable scoreable cardstock. I love the look that this gives you. You've got no white edges coming through on your cardstock here, using these embossing folders with that really fantastic cardstock. So again, you could be doing that and then box making it. You can do it with your Matastic as well, of course. Again, gorgeous feel. How about sanding that back so that you get the white edges coming through, and giving you that really nice cool look. You can use this on your fantastic snowfall I think it's a parchment then, acetate, and you can see how stunning that looks. Let me move this out of the way. It gives it such a fun look. If you're someone that likes that sort of white look that like Parch Craft can give you, I think it looks really special on your acetate. Again, with all these bubbles on your acetate, you could colour them with your alcohol markers in all your different bright colours, and that could be confetti for a birthday card. That would look really cute. On the parchment though, it's really spectacular.
Parchment is just absolutely beautiful.
So stunning. The look is phenomenal. We've got craft card done for you there with the Fair Isle pattern. The coloured parchment, I think, is my favourite. That looks like you've sat there with one of those groovy boards.
Tools.
And you've gone around all of these snowflakes, but you haven't. You just use your fantastic embossing folder. You can do it with your shimmer card. Look how fun that looks. With your coloured Miri as well, it's going to look exceptional. You could be cutting this out of lots of different colours, cutting all the different sections out and piecing them back together. On your black stamping card, you could do that, and then with your glimmer mist or like your pearlescent powders like Kat's used here, create really fun, spectacular backgrounds. There's so many ways in which you can do this. There's also lots of different ways in which you can buy your embossing folders, and Jess has been running them through on the screen, so let me talk you through them. Obviously, the bundle is the best way to do it. It's under £20 and it saves you £4 rather than buying them all individually. However, if there's just two that takes your fancy, you can do that as well. We've got any two for £9.98 on our embossing folders. So again, that's going to save you a little bit of money. Or if there's just one that you think that is absolutely stunning, I would use that so many times, then you can get our embossing folders individually for £5.99. So have a little look on the website and let me show you how you can do them, all the different cards that people have made with them, and then we're going to go straight over to Stacey. We're not going to have her waiting around much longer before she can get to her first demo. This one is gorgeous. Used your ink pads on top of there. It looks fantastic.
We're going to recreate that Christmas jumper in a minute.
Love this one that Amy created. Look at the colours in here. I'm trying to think how she's done it.
So we're going to do a similar technique. I think it's like green matastic, and then she's got black ink over the top of it. So we're going to do a similar technique later in the show.
Love that. Using it on your acetate looks so cool. A lot of these are going to work with a lot of our incredible products that we've already brought you throughout the year. I love this. Jessica's created this one and just coloured in those hollies and berries, left the rest of it quite white, but it looks fantastic. This is a great one as well. We've got glimmer mist that's been used here. We've got prism ink that's been used here. So just sort of like taking sections and colouring it in. Just using regular cardstock though looks really fun and can give you a great look on your cards. Love this one. So nice with the red and the white. This is so clean and simple, but really nice. And this is what embossing folders can add to your cards, because when you do have white space or you've got coloured space and you just want to like give it a little bit more of a look, make it stand out, then this is where our embossing folders come in. And this really showcases them off gorgeously. This was created by Donna. She's got that fantastic die there, which we've got back in stock as well on the show. So this is actually using a number of different ones. We've got the snowflake, and then we've also got the snowfall included on the little border strip there. She also made a bag that was matching to this, and it was incredible. If you watched the shows last week, you would have seen that on Hobby Maker. And then look at this using your Miri card. How good does that look? It just elevates your cardstock so much using the different styles and different colours. But embossing folders are a really fun thing to have in your stash. With these being 6x6 as well, do have to mention that they're going to fit through your smaller machines.
Yeah, they'll fit through like the
Sizzix,
and I use the
your Gemini Mini as well.
Cuttlebug at home.
Yep.
So if you've got an old school Cuttlebug, they'll fit through there. You just have to be really careful and just line it up with your plates, because they are almost like exactly the same size as your plates.
That is true.
With the smaller machines.
Yeah.
So just make sure that it's not off a little bit, otherwise you'll just damage the sides of your embossing folders. But yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm so excited. So the card that was right at the beginning, the Christmas jumper card, we're going to recreate that with some slightly different colours, slightly different dyes, and we're going to show you the technique of adding ink to your embossing folder.
Oh, cool.
To do that. So we've got the Fair Isle in here, and I've written it down so I don't forget which side I'm doing it on. And I've got the red pastel, so instead of that bluey colour, we're going in with like
nice Christmas colours,
traditional sort of Fair Isle jumper colour, and then we're going to actually swipe it on the purple side, not this side. It doesn't really matter which way, you'll just get a different type of effect. So instead of getting some areas red, you'll get some white, depending on which side you do it on. We're going to do it on this side. Now, I tried this on Friday.
Yeah.
If you dab like this, what you get is a really strong colour, but you'll get it in some other areas, some like lower areas, and you'll also get like almost like little dots of colour where the colour pools because it's water based.
Yes.
So what I would do on this is actually swipe. Now it looks like you haven't got an awful lot on, so just keep going with it.
Build up that colour.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a great idea. Also, if you're wanting like to make sure that it's not in any of the sort of like divots in the embossing folder, you could use a blending sponge and go over with a blending sponge as well, just like you would do if you were building up colour on a background. But obviously doing it the way Stacey's doing it is going to give you a lot more ink on your embossing folder than you would do if you did it with your blending sponge. It would be a lot lighter in that way. Good morning to everyone who's joining us today. What a time to be getting these embossing folders. An extra 300 reward points on there today. Loads of people guessing the answer to the Win It Weekly question as well over on YouTube. Good morning to everyone who's joining us over on the Facebook feed as well. Let us know what you love about using embossing folders in your crafting, because we love having embossing folders, whether it's these ones, whether it's our core embossing folders with those fantastic patterns. They are epic.
So what I've done is put a sort of rolled piece of low-tack tape.
Yeah.
Just so then that card doesn't move, because you don't want the ink to be moving on that piece.
That's a good idea.
I always put a piece of tape on there, and let's run it through the machine.
Lots of these techniques as well will work on all of your other machines.
Yeah.
So don't just think that you need like a machine, like a powered machine like we're using.
No.
You're still going to be able to do all of these machines on your smaller, like hand cranky machines. So all those machines we were talking about. Look how cool this is.
And then you get this like, so
it's
what?
Instant colouring.
What happens sometimes is because of the pressure, it kind of like presses the card a little bit. So whichever end is at this end, you do get a little bit of double, almost like double vision, a little bit. But you can hardly tell once it's done. Look at that.
It looks so good.
It looks so good. And should I quickly show you what it looks like if you dab?
Yeah.
Because I feel like while we've got the time.
Yeah. Showing those do's and don'ts so that you don't do it. Because you might think, oh, I'll just dab it on. Because if I dab it on.
I'll just show it with a scrap piece. So you can already see that it's a stronger colour. And what happens is you get, once you've started this corner, and then once you get to all the way over here, this starts to pool a little bit because it's resisting that plastic. So let's just stick that in there. Hopefully it's not moved too much because I didn't tape it. Pass this through.
How good does that image look though? Because you could sit there and you could colour that in for absolutely hours, but knowing that you can use your inks and get like an instant finish that you can just make cards with straight away, it looks so good.
So then, so you get a much stronger colour compared to this one.
In the little grooves of the reindeer.
You get, let me bring it up a little bit. You get sort of like a dotty effect on it. So it's quite nice because it gives you like a fabric technique.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, you get almost like that swiping technique on it.
Boy, it looks so good.
So it just depends on what you want to do. You could always go in and try that one again. But you can also see I didn't add any ink here, and look at the really nice, almost like pastel effect that you get on.
It's like second generation, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's just really nice. Have a play around with your folders, and they're really easy to clean. I just use some baby wipes, so I'll clean those in between us talking. Just make sure that you get all the ink off before you use them again. Because it's water-based, it will just sit there, it won't dry. Right, what we're going to do now. So we're going to make a 6x6 card. So this is slightly smaller. So this goes onto here, like this. But what we're going to do is we're going to create that little
neck hole.
Little neck. So I've got, I think on that other card it's got the stitched dies, whereas I've gone with the dotty just for a different look. And then I've gone in with my Loving Relatives for him, because I wanted to do it for like a granddad.
Nice.
So I've got it's all on white ink me at the moment, and we're going to add some colour using our ink so it all matches. And then let's die cut these. Remember to put your plates back in when you die cutting. I got them all in, yeah.
Chloe says these are really lovely designs. They are beautiful.
But this technique with this, you know, just adding the colour,
Yeah.
you could go in and add multiple colours in strips.
100%.
That'd be really easy.
So, because the sections of the design are so easily sort of like separated.
Yeah.
That will look really, really cool.
But the other good thing is, because of how quick it is, it's great for batch making.
Yes.
You can just sit
I
there,
agree.
swiping your ink,
Yeah.
putting it through, swiping ink, and just going through, and you know, you've got multiple cards. All you need to do is add a sentiment onto this.
And they can all look different as well, because you
Yeah.
use white ink me there, but you could do that technique on craft card. You could do that technique on any of your
Definitely.
papers. So you could be using like pastel matastic. So you've got like a lighter colour and then like a stronger design that you're like inking through it.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool how transformative you can make the embossing folder look.
So with the dotty, it's the duo dotty one, so it's dotty on both sides. And then I've just gone in with 2 dies that, I think there's a die in between these two.
Oh yeah, so, it's
So
giving it
take
a
one out,
thicker-
2 different sizes, size it to the card that you want to do, because then you get this look, and then we're going to cut it in half, but then we're going to also ink everything as well, so we get that stronger red. So this is where, if you go in with this technique where it's a darker colour, you will have to add more ink to these parts for it to stand out, whereas I quite like the swiping technique.
I like it.
And
It
then
works a lot better.
I need to find the messy mat. It's down there, so I'll get that.
Can you see it?
I can see it. It's under a few things. Oh, I'll use that one, yeah.
I can get this one.
No.
I might just make a noise.
Later in the show, we have some products that are
There we go. I told you.
very beautifully displayed, but I'm interested to see whether Natalie knocks them all off.
Oh yeah,
'Cause when
I will be
Jess-
knocking them all off.
Yeah, when Jess was moving them, I was like, you've got no chance. Absolutely no chance
They're
of
going
Natalie
everywhere.
not doing that.
They are going everywhere.
So I've got my blending tool, the same red, and then we're going to ink this, and you want it to be quite dark because you want it to stand out from the embossed part of it. Just, if you are not confident with pressing hard, you can just keep adding ink over and over until you've got the colour that you want. And then this one, you can ink the cardstock before you cut if you want to. I like to ink afterwards because you get a slightly darker edge where the ink sort of catches on the edges. So just doing that on our mat.
I love using your messy mat, because then it means that when you come to making your cards, you can just lift it off. And
Definitely. You can just put it all out the way then to clean at a later date. So let's just throw that somewhere. Hopefully I've not got too much ink on my hands. Okay, so let us get...
Oh, are you going in with your scissors?
I don't know yet, and because I need to cut this part out
Yeah.
of the thing. So I might stick it on and then just use a craft knife.
That's a good idea.
Alright, tape it on. I do.
Oh, I think I would have just stuck it down straight away.
Well, I know that it's still wet as well, so I know that it'll lift. So I'm roughly in the right place. And then get a pencil. See, it's not stay. If you go slightly underneath it, like this.
You draw around it and then you can cut
Yeah, but I want it slightly, I want a little bit of wiggle room. Because you're not going to see this bit, so...
No. Go around like the outside of your markings. And then when you come to stick it back together.
So then when... So you're not going to see that. That's fine. And then you want another piece of ink me, which I did have. Yeah. Let's just get that messy mat out again, because I forgot a step. And you don't want too much ink on this bit. Turn it up. You just want it really light. And you're only covering where that t-shirt is going to sit. So you want it slightly lighter than the rest. Then this goes on here, and you could choose a different t-shirt colour if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Let's put this together. Card blank. I'm going to go in with foam pads. I just prefer to have some sort of lift on my card. And with this bit.
I think as well, if you add the foam pads and then you place that little section,
you can place that in the right place then.
It's going to like lift off it and give you more of like an actual like 3D look, like the t-shirt look, so it's like not the same dimension.
So I haven't put any here, just so I've got a little bit of wiggle room with my t-shirt when I put that in. I'm going to put this in first.
Lots of people commenting about the messy mat Stacey was using. Don't worry, we've got it coming up on the show. It's a great price as well. Angela says, hi Nat and Stacey, can you tell me if you sell the panel that Stacey used to colour on? Yep, stay tuned, it's coming up next.
So let's get that in there. Let's trim this down a little bit. Hopefully I trim it in the right place, because I haven't. Yeah, there you go. And then we can use a little bit of wet glue. Let's go in with our purple glue stick. So we've got a little bit of manoeuvrability.
And slide it in.
Yeah. Because then you can align the top without having to get glue anywhere, without having to line it up first, anything like that. And then let's go in with this. I'm trying to decide whether this or foam pads, but
I think foam pads.
I think flat.
I don't know.
Because it's on a jumper, isn't it? So
yeah, that's
I'm going
true.
in with flat. I'm going in with tape though. I want the top section.
I think a great technique as well when you're sticking anything down to like an ink surface is to just use that purple glue stick to go over the top.
Yeah.
Because like Stacey said, our ink pads are water based, so they do hold a lot of like that water
like they hold
until your cards are completely
moisture.
dry.
Yeah.
So you do need to, when it comes to sticking anything down, when it's a dry adhesive, it's going to resist it a little bit. So when you put gemstones on an ink card, you'll see that they just fall off. If you go in with like your purple glue stick, it just allows it to stay in place where you need it to be until you've got that design.
Oh, this is my tricky bit.
I know, I didn't know whether you were going to cut it down first.
Well, I might just, you know what I might do? I need a hunky-dory craft knife, which I don't have. We're just going to use...
Why have you not got one?
I don't know, I feel like I should have
Is
one.
there not one over there?
Yeah. There you go, we'll just do this. I was going to cut it down first, but then I thought...
I thought you should have cut it down. I thought you were going to stick it on and then cut it.
Well, no, because then I thought, well, I might not line it up right. Whereas it doesn't actually mark... if you keep going over it...
Yeah, do it very delicately.
Then you're not really going to mark your card anyway. And it doesn't have to be perfect. There you go, I've got a bit of glue. Let's just scrape that off.
Dry purple anyway, dry clear anyway.
It will.
It will. This looks so cool. It's such a good technique and such a great way of using that dye.
And then we've got our white on the red. So let's go in with our glue stick again, because that mat will still be a little bit wet.
Lots of people happy to hear that their orders are have been shipped and on their way to them. We are in a little bit of one of those weeks where we've got so many orders in the system. So please be really, really patient with us while we get those out. The team are working as fast as they can to sort of get through all of the orders that we've got in the system. But it is good to hear that you are getting those out to you now. I think it's 3 to 5 working days on dispatch. So
yeah,
just it's nice that you're all bearing with us while we work as hard as we possibly can to get them out to you. Look how fun this looks.
And this is great for batch making.
Cute. You could do them for all the family, couldn't you?
Yeah, because it's so easy to create that background.
Yeah.
You can die cut your little collars.
Yeah.
Well in advance, just keep going with them.
If you also are clever about where you ink, or if you cut them out first, then you could make 2 out of 1.
Yeah, if you chop them in half
Yeah.
and do it properly, yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely
And then you
awesome.
can just add a little name for whoever you're sending it to.
Love it. It's so cute. Thank you, Stacey. And a really nice technique to get started with on that one. Right. We mentioned it earlier on, but we also have our essentials back in stock. Now, this took far too long than we liked.
The whole thing took far too long.
I'm looking at Stacey
basically.
because she's the one that orders them.
I am not in charge of that area.
Do you know how many times we have wanted to... Oh, it's there. We have wanted to use these in shows and we've not been allowed because we didn't have them. The rate that these sold out was a shock to us all, I think.
It was a shock to us all.
We weren't anticipating that you would love these as much as you did. But these are our ultimate collection. This is like our essentials range, really. And these are, like they say, essential because you will use them for every occasion you can possibly think of. These can be transformed into so many different themes or genres that you'll be using them with, and with the different techniques you can do on them all, you can make them fit for all of those different occasions too. So this one's great. It's again $19.98, and we've got the dots for you. We have got your zigzags. We've got the stripes, which could be candy cane stripes if you're doing Christmas cards, and then we've also got the stars, and they're going to work really perfectly during Christmas time as well. Just like before in the first showing of the new collection that we did, these are going to come down to £17 if you get them as part of the Diamond Club price. You can get 2 for $19.98. So maybe when they first came out, you could only get 2 of them because the others had sold out. Then now you can stock up on the ones you were missing, or if you just want one of the designs because you absolutely love that one, you can do that as well. They're £5.99 each, so there's something for everyone's budget there. Again, they're going to fit through all of your embossing folders. They look absolutely beautiful, and the cards that were made with these are so nice. I love this one because it showcases how well you can use different things with them. So this one uses all of the embossing folders, your beautiful flowers there as well to give that one a fun look. This is so great. So Bex created this one using it on your gold mirror to create like a nice little birthday card. This is so stunning. Just
It's
sanding
cute,
back
isn't it, with
those
the sanding?
designs. It looks really nice. It's not fully sanded back, but it just gives you that little hint. Use it with other dies you've got as well as backgrounds. I love this sort of like split panel look with your different colours that you can do. Mixing and matching them together, this is your dots and your stars. Again, done on like a coloured surface and sanded back, and then on a white surface and inked over, so you get the 2 contrasts of the same colour. This was really cool when Kat did this. I really, really liked watching her put this together. You can obviously, when you use the reverse of your embossing folders where it's debossed, it gives you like a little channel. So that's perfect for colouring in. This one's so cool as well that Alison created using the really nice sort of like tones of colours that we've got on there. And then Rachel, as crazy as she is when it comes to crafting, coloured hers all in individually with her craft markers, but look how different this looks to the other cards that we've already seen. It looks incredible. And then I love this one as well. Such a gorgeous little touch to use this on there. And the dotty one is going to be perfect for so many occasions. Again, this was done in the same way that Stacey just showed you, swiping across that embossing folder to give you that white surface coming through. So if you want to get your hands on those ones, they are back in stock. We have them for you. Don't miss out on your opportunity to get those ones, because I'm sure now we've got them back, they'll be flying out just as much as they were the first time. Then we've got some fantastic products for you at incredible prices. This being the first one. Didn't knock anything over there, Stacey?
I reckon it'll be when it goes away, you'll knock it all off.
And this one is a great prize as well, because this price is exceptional. You are getting 24, that's every single colour we have of our Glimmer Mist, and you're going to get the fantastic handbook for $99.99. That's going to come down to $89.99 if you are a member of the club. It's so good. You've got so many different varieties of colour in here, and these work exceptionally well with your folders. You can do like the technique that Stacey just did. You can spritz it on, you can colour them on, you can just like pick up those little bits of colour, you can add it to create really fun backgrounds, really different looks to your card. You're going to get all the knowledge that you need inside that handbook as well, but this is a really, really good price. It saves you just under £30 getting the bundle like this, but all of these different colours, including your book. It's definitely definitely time to get your hands on those if you haven't got them. And I'm sure you've got a demo coming up using them as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm going to use it with the next one, yeah.
We'll show you how you can use them. Then some other products. I did say hold your horses. We were going to bring that mat. Before we show you the mat though, let's have a look at this bundle. It is your Prism Pearlescent Powdered Bundle. Now I love these powders. It is a bit more of a messy crafting, but for things like embossing folders and the techniques you can do, they are really, really cool. You can use these and pop them into like a spray bottle, so you could create different tones of colours and sort of like spritz them onto your designs. You can use them with an embossing ink and like brush them over the top, and that's going to allow it to stick. So in the same way that Stacey just did her card, then if you run it through your embossing folder first, then use your embossing ink, or you could use your embossing ink straight on your folder. It's completely up to you.
When I did mine last time, I embossed black cardstock and then went straight in with the powders using my finger.
Yeah.
And then you can set it using like really, really cheap hairspray.
Yeah, so there's that
way.
The
cheapest possible.
Another way is just using them as like a paint. So you can use like water to water them down, create like a paste.
Yeah, I think that's what
look with them.
That one is on that black cardstock.
Yes.
Kat uses it as a paste and then uses her finger daubers to like apply it that way. So
it's absolutely awesome. You're getting 12 of the different colours there. You're going to get your pink, purple, you've got sparkling sapphire. You're also going to receive your, these are more like essential colours. So you've got your sepia, your burgundy and your rose. Then we have this one which has your gold, your silver and your bronze in there. And then you're also going to get this, which is delightful, your glimmering greens, your sunshine shimmer and your orange. These also, if you pop them on and then spritz water over the top, let that set in, you will see a vast amount of colours that come out from one design. Like these are, it's almost like magic in a little pot. They're absolutely incredible. $27.99 if you want to get your hands on them, because they are really good to use with your embossing folders. Then we've got that mixed media mat that Stacey was using before. Lots of people saying well done Stacey, because everyone else just makes the mat messy. But we've got the incredible mixed media mat. This is, I'll show you this way around so you can actually see it. You've got the full mat here. You've got a really nice sort of like surface area to work on. Then you've got all of these different channels. So if you are creating like pastes or elements with those powders, you can do it in all of these little dots, and then they're going to sit there really, really nicely. Yep. Obviously, if you're painting with them, it's going to be nice to keep all of your colours separate. I like the fact that this has got a little lip around the edge, because if you want to make sure something's like straight before you go in with anything, then you can do that by lining it up to the areas on here. It's really, really versatile. You can use it with paints and inks. With watercolours, you can stamp on here as well, because it's a silicone surface. Anything that you pop on here that is wet is going to stay wet, or if it dries out, you can just reactivate it. So like Stacey, if you're batch making, come back, and then you can just leave like your surface messy.
Or if you've forgotten to clean it and you put it away, you can just reactivate it. I've just cleaned mine with baby wipes before the show.
It also folds really, really easily, so if you're popping it on top of your inks, your big ink storage box, if you pop it on top of there, it folds over really, really nicely. If it does get really messy, you can obviously clean it in lots of different ways, like Stacey, baby wipes. You can use hot soapy water, or because it's silicone as well, pop it in your dishwasher, and it's going to come up really, really nicely. Really nice if you're to have like just a white base sometimes, so you know what your colours are going to look like when you pop them down as well. £17.99 if you want to get your hands on that. We love our messy mats here. We use them a lot in the office. It's a fantastic size, so don't miss out. And it's also, just going to put it out there, a lot cheaper than others on the market that are exactly the same. Next, for our glass mat. Now, all the properties that we've just spoken about with that mixed media mat, you can do with your large glass cutting mat. It's more of like a one surface fits all. So if you're not someone that has the space to be able to have a messy mat, to be able to have a craft mat for your fussy cutting, to be able to have like all in one, that's what your glass cutting mat is for, because the surface, again, you can pop it on, you can wipe it clean. You can also do your hole punching on this, you can do your fussy cutting on this. You've got really handy guides, so it's in centimetres and inches. One thing that we were very particular about, and I did have to voice, lots of people said, well, why would you do that, others aren't like that. I was like, yeah, I know, and it's really annoying. We've got a centre point here in the very corner, so when you are crafting and you're going up and you go, okay, well that's going to be 4 inches that way, and then you go upwards, it actually goes from 0 to I think it's 30, instead of going the other way from 30 to 0, because that's not helping me when this is the centre point. We've got all of your standard card sizes on there. You do have the really nice sort of centre in the middle for if you're wanting to do anything sort of stamping, I would say that's best for, because you can make sure that you're in the centre of your card if you're using that centre section. You've also got the diagonal, so if we're doing anything with those points, it's really handy. You do have a centre point at the top as well, and I often use this when I'm sticking like panels onto my cards, so I can make sure that they sit where I want them to. On this side, you've got your 6 squares which fit your prism ink pads perfectly, so if you are sort of like painting with your ink pads, you can just squish them all down on here. You've got a little palette to work off, and then down here we've got all of your popular card sizes, and we've got those in inches and in centimetres, because we know that people work in both of those, and it does have centimetres on the outside, and then your inches are all marked on the inside as well of the outside square, and it is it goes up to 30 centimetres, and then it is 12 by 12 inches perfectly on the inside as well. £24.99 if you want to get your hands on your glass mat. Perfect for all your different elements and things that you can do within your crafting. I've already shown the cards, so back to you, Stacey.
Back to me. So we've got our messy mat out again. We're going to do lots of messy crafting today. I've got a tickle in my nose as well,
Oh,
so I may
no.
sneeze at some point. My hay fever is
You're not
playing
using
up.
powders in this demo, are you?
No, no,
Okay,
we're not chancing that today. Oh. Okay, so what this design does is a lot of the designs actually tile, which means that, let's just bring this one back in. So this one, you can create this design and then do it this way again, and they sort of tile and match perfectly together. This one is really nice because the only part that actually you need to line up is these two bits. These bits have worked perfectly, so you can
Side
piece
by
it
side.
together without having to line it up. It doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is create a 6x6 panel. Well,
Yeah.
not 6x6, 6x4 I think it is.
Mhm.
And then I've got another piece that I was going to emboss again on this side, so then they go together and it'll make sense why we're doing it.
Are you doing a DL?
8x4,
Oh, okay.
doing an 8x4. It'll make sense. Got red ink on that. I really tried to clean my hands so then we didn't have ink on it. Let me just check my notes to make sure. No, we don't need to do anything. So let's run that through. Then we'll run through the smaller piece. Need all that. Yeah, so I've just cut a 8x8 card blank in half
Yes.
to get that. You actually then get 2 card blanks that you can use from that, which is really nice. Okay, so we've got that really nice white,
Looks so good, white on white.
and
I
then
love this
we're going to
design.
just come in, so it almost looks like a repeat across.
And because it is so like free flowing, it doesn't matter if you went to like the top of your embossing folder, the side, or if you use the left or the right side. As long as when you put them together, it sort of like flows the whole way through. It's
Yeah.
gonna look really good.
Well, I know that you did a demo on Hobby Maker where you tiled it and you hung off the emboss section off the edge of your plate,
Yeah.
so then it didn't get squished.
Yeah.
And the other way of doing it is by doing 2 pieces of card and then putting them together.
Yeah.
Could do that. But what this creates is almost like this repeat pattern. So you can just match them up really nicely. So let's put that to one side and try not to get too many things in the way. Let's get my card blank so I can show you what I've done. So,
Oh, lovely Lisa's been watching, and she's given me a little update on all of the dispatch, which is nice. So for anyone who's got orders in the system or anyone who's wanting to place an order, we're currently working to 5 to 7 days with dispatch. Like I said, it was super busy, so that has been changed today to 5 to 7 days working dispatch on all of your orders. And today we're picking the 11th till the 12th, so that was last Sunday. So we're currently at 5, which is really quite good considering how busy we are. But yeah, just a little update on the dispatch there. So hopefully you'll get your orders out to you soon.
thanks, Nat.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this is my card blank. It was an 8x8 and I've cut it down, cut it in half. So then we've got almost like a
this is nice.
almost like a tent fold.
Yeah.
And then I've cut this panel off. And then what this is going to do, this is going to sit on there.
Nice.
This is going to sit on this section.
I like
so
that.
it looks like one card, but then once you open it up, you have that writing area.
Nice.
So that's where we're going to. Now, while I'm doing the first bit of inking, I need some foam.
Oh, Stacey, let me go
I
and get
know,
you some.
I've got one, I think. But
I've got
I
some,
need to
don't
get
worry.
some more. I've got one. So this is the embossed side. So all the snowflakes are raised, which means that when we ink, the ink will kind of collect and attach itself to the raised areas. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to turn it over. What you get is the snowflakes are now debossed. So what is going to happen, let us start inking and then I can talk as we're doing it, is when we come in with this blue,
You just need one.
Yeah, I just need one,
You're
please.
lucky. I've got one
Thank
left.
you. So we all need a top up then.
Yeah.
So what that does is the debossed area, which is the snowflakes, really stand out, really nice and white.
Oh, this is cool.
If you were to do it on the other side, it's slightly different. That is the effect that you would get if you were to do it on that side, which is nice.
It is
just
nice.
that your
snowflakes are more prominent, whereas on the other side it's your snowflakes that are more white.
Yeah, which I prefer
really
it
like
this
that.
way because snowflakes are white in my mind.
I like that.
So we've gone in with electric blue. I think I probably should have put that first and then that.
You can go back in over the top though with that one.
To be honest, we can probably create the gradient just by using this one colour. Should we do that instead? And then I don't have to get as messy then. I've just added more ink there. I really didn't need to add that much ink.
It's okay, you can have darker outside edges.
Just be really delicate with it, almost like touching the top of the surface rather than really pressing in.
Yeah.
And you'll get more of that effect that you want to.
I also like the difference in colour because it gives it sort of like a real true like sort of like cloudy sky look.
Should we keep it as that?
When you've got like different panels. You always need to go a lot lighter than you think that you do.
You do.
You think, oh,
to
I'm going
increase
really
your
light
colour,
here,
just go over it multiple times with,
Yeah.
with more ink, if that makes sense, rather than going in with your pressure. There you go. But this is where your messy mat is great because you can remove some of your ink
Yeah.
if you don't want it too heavy. So let's just put them to one side. Just going to put that there for a minute. And then
Oh, she's
I'm going to
getting
get
really messy now.
Glimmer Mist. And I'm going to do it straight onto my messy mat. I'm going to try not to get it everywhere.
Oh, it's going to go everywhere, Stace.
I know, well I want it a really light spritz, so I'm going to have to do it from far away.
The lightest spritz is almost the one which is more messy because it gets on more of the...
Because you've got to do it further away, it just goes
area.
everywhere. So it's fine, we've got baby wipes at hand. So we're going to bring these back in. We've gone in with our silver dollar. Now, if you leave it to sit, they'll all kind of collect all the powder part of it, and then all the fluid will kind of be clear at the top. So you want to give it a good shake. And you've got that ball inside it.
And you will notice when you like lift it up as well that you've got a different look to the bottom base.
Yeah.
Storing them,
You get all the bubbles then.
storing your glimmer mist on the side as well so that it doesn't all sit at the bottom.
Yeah.
It rather sits around like a larger surface area around the centre is great.
I'm going to move everything up.
Move as much as possible.
Yeah.
Move anything that you're going to use that needs to be white.
And then we're going to go really far away, so I'm almost like at the camera. Yeah?
She's really far away.
I know. Because I want...
Just a dusting.
Yeah.
If you do want to go in and add more,
There you go.
then you can open the glimmer mist and like splat it.
I know, but I really like the fine dust on it.
Oh, the fine dust is beautiful.
Look at all the fine dust that you get with that,
I know.
rather than...
You could pick that up. You could pick that up with some white
Should we do
cardstock.
that? I've got a card blank, but that'll do.
Don't waste any of these happy accidents.
No, so then you've got this.
Oh,
Look at that.
So
So just
good.
cut that down into a border.
you could just put do like a border strip on your embossing folders and then pop that on top.
Right. You have to bear with me because I don't want to leave it and then get glimmer mist everywhere. It is something that will dry onto various surfaces.
Yes.
So you do want to clean it as you go.
Things that you would typically think are not going, it's not going to stick to. So mirrors, glass, mirror
Yeah.
card, it looks exceptional on mirror card. And you would think, well, it's not going to stick on there because it shouldn't, but it does.
It does. And then if I lift this up, look at that shimmer.
It's very,
you've
very
got all
cute,
that,
isn't it?
the tiny little dots of colour, and you have that shimmer in it as well. So let's bring our card back in. And what I have done already is I'm using the Radiant Sentiments from Christmas.
Yeah.
I've got some glitter, silver glitter. I've got some white ink me, and I've got some of that dark blue mirror, which is all going to just tie in really nicely. We've got 3 different mats. And let's die cut this. Right way round so Natalie doesn't tell me off.
I think one thing that's really good about your embossing folders as well is that you can use them in so many different ways. Already we've done a lot of like inky demos showing you how different techniques, different ways in which you can get like increased colour, less colour, like you do now. So bringing out like the white of it or the other elements
Obviously,
as well.
This side if you wanted to.
Yeah. One thing I think is great about them though is just using them with collections.
Yeah.
So if you've got like a collection, you've got loads of toppers left over, but you don't have much cardstock left over, you can now use your plain adorable scoreable or Matastic if it's a Matastic collection, and you're giving that sort of plain area more interest.
Yeah, the only reason why
through.
we're not doing things like that is actually because it's so quick to achieve, and I'm sure that you want to see techniques that
different things that you might not have thought about, and ways of being able to use the collection.
Adding more texture, the different colours, obviously the different ways that we can use these things, like different sides, like how they look as well. Right, I'm missing, oh it's there. So we're going to start building this up. Now my card is 8x4 and I've cut about a 2-inch part off it. So then the panels that I've done are the same width, but they're slightly shorter.
Okay.
And then I've done the mats for them already. So these are all going to go on here. You'll see these mats.
Oh, using your shimmer glitter card. Like
so
that.
You just get that top and bottom. So then this is almost like a continuation, which is what I wanted, like almost like a full card.
A full panel.
Yeah. So let's start putting this together. I am on my tape at the moment. I don't know why. I'm just had a new roll and I was like, oh, quite like my tape.
Ooh, good question here. How much of the Glimmer Mist individually, and could we have a Christmas pack? I'm sure we could definitely make a little Christmas bundle of colours for you.
Yeah, when we get out, we'll
to get someone on with that,
and we'll pull together a little Christmas pack for you.
There's so many good colours you could put in for Christmas. I'm just having a look at them now. Your cherry pie has to be the #1. Forest green. You obviously want your gold and silver in there.
Yeah.
A lovely little purple would look great. Yeah, we could definitely do that, couldn't we?
Definitely.
White, of course, because if you put your white on top of like a coloured surface, it's going to look like snow instantly.
Definitely, yeah. We could have put the white on this one and it would have looked equally as nice. And then when you do this panel, I would shut your card, then you can line that up and stick that down, and you know that they seamlessly touch. I think I'm going to go in with foam pads for this layer, just to lift it again. And the other thing that you could do is go in with a white gel pen if you really wanted to pick out those snowflakes.
Yeah.
white paint as well, just standard white paint. If you want that really white
Like a
snowfall,
gesso.
you could put snowfall acetate over the top of it.
I love the look of this though. It's very cool.
Just thought it was a bit different than your standard like 6x4 or. Then I think I cut that too small. I did. We'll just go with that one. You can cut it right. I've obviously got a piece somewhere that is the right size because I measured it all out and checked it before. But it's fine.
It looks good.
And then let's start layering these up. Now I know these went so fast, didn't they, when we
so
first launched
quickly.
these.
I don't. It's a running. It's still happening, so I can't really say which is the best seller. But it's a tie between these sentiments and your Advent House.
Yeah. I actually think the Advent House.
I think the Advent House has gone over, hasn't
possibly our best seller so far. And I don't want to say for definite because I am not fully in charge of all that, but I don't think we're going to get any more stock. So once that's gone...
are you joking?
I could be wrong.
Well, to be fair, we
I could be wrong.
had a huge restock.
We did have a huge
And
restock.
that went ridiculously quick.
Like I said, I could be wrong, but...
From what we ordered in, I think we've got less than 10%. And
Have
we
we?
ordered in a huge amount.
When I say huge, it's possibly the biggest order we've done in a good couple of years. So...
I like the colours that you've chosen to use here as well.
So then let's just go in with some more foam pads, and then we could add some sparkle gemstones, but
That
I
would
really want to show you the next technique as well, so I'm going to skip that. But when you're at home, you can definitely spend more time.
Just tiny little ones would look really nice, like
Yeah.
ABs, just dotted.
And there you go.
Oh, this is a great thing as well that has been commented on here to say you can add your metal shim to your Gemini die cutting machine to give the 2D embossing folders a little bit more of an extra emboss. So thank you for that technique as well. That's going to work really great. Look at this.
You know what? I didn't cut it wrong. I've just looked at the back.
Oh, have you just pushed it out a little bit more?
No, my glitter's bigger. I was supposed to trim that.
Oh, Stacey.
I know. I'll do that well.
Stacey. It's a good job that the technique exceeded.
Thank you.
It looked very good when it was on that close-up there. Right, Win It Weekly reminder. Let's have a look at the prize for today. We are giving you a really fun Summer Beach bundle. You are going to get these fantastic Oceans of Love stamp set. I was just saying that I need one of these in my personal stash for making fun cards with. It's awesome. You're also going to get the really fun Sandy Beach and layering scenes. Then we've got the picturesque pastimes. You're going to get that full pad collection, and then you've got this beautiful this is your nautical moments foil cardstock. It contains 16 sheets with the different patterns on there. We might have an issue with the feed. It hasn't yet come to light on the comments.
Oh, what?
Jess has just let me know that the internet in the office has been a little bit funny. It's not just here. So if you're watching and we're going in and out, we do apologise for that. Hopefully when we finish the show you can watch it back. You'll be able to watch it back without any of those issues. But yeah, if you are experiencing those, we do apologise. But it's not just in here. We think it's the whole of the office as well. Let's get on with the rest of the show then, because we've got loads of fun things that you can use. Just let me grab it all because I wasn't prepared. I was too busy watching Stacey's demos. We are going to go with First of all, your Ink Me cardstock, because that's going to be essential for this. And I love the fact that we now do these card blocks, because this is perfect for using with your embossing folders. It's 6 by 6 in size, which means we don't have to cut anything down. Nope. You just grab it from this pad. And this contains approximately 75 sheets. So that's 75 embossing folder cards you could be creating with this. And it's $9.99, $8.99 if you are a diamond member. And then we've also got, for anyone who loves the fact that these are cut down to size, our 8 by 8 pad. Now this contains 50 sheets. Oh no, 40 sheets, I do apologise. 40 sheets of your 8 by 8 Ink Me cardstock. It's the same cardstock that we use with our card blanks, so you know the quality and the colour is going to be perfect. Great for colouring in, great for stamping on, great for inking with. $9.99 or $8.99 if you're a Diamond Club member for each of those. So have a look at those on the website. We've then got 2 bundles of Matastic cardstock, because we think our Matastic cardstock is incredible. You are going to get all of these colours. The 30 sheet pack, you're going to get 2 of each colours.
No, you get 30 colours, and then in the 60 sheet
you get double of each there. That's what I thought. So in the 30 sheet pack, you're going to get 1 of all the colours I'm about to show you. Then in your 60 sheet pack, you're going to get 2 each of all the colours. And it's a really nice mix of colours as well. So you've got quite nice spring colours. You've got colours. I love this colour. You could use for Christmas time.
We're using that colour in a minute.
We can sand this back and it looks exceptional. We've got our reds, we've got our berry colours in here. Love this teal as well. That works really nicely with your Fair Isle collection. You've got your maroon. There's a fantastic mix. This always happens when we show cardstock. Jumps in and out. But it's a I love the orange as well. A great mix of designs. We're nearly getting through all of them. If you love your adorable scoreable colourways as well, so you can get the 30 sheet pack for $9.99. You can get your 60 sheet pack, which contains 2 of each, for $17.99. Or if you like me and you have favourites, so you use them all the time. Mine would be the orange. Mine would be this gorgeous sandstone. That green is so fun as well. This gorgeous vibrant pink. Then you can get our 10 sheet packs of Matastic cardstock. You can get any 3 colours. You're going to get 10 of each, and that's £12.99. So if you are going to be batch making with your embossing folders and you want specific colours, specific holiday colours, then that's the way to do it. Get those 10 sheet packs because you're going to pay £12. You're going to get 15. No, you're not. You're going to get 30 sheets for £12.99, but they're going to be specifically tailored to the colours that you need, which is perfect. So there's lots of different ways in which you can do that. They are absolutely awesome. They're going to come like this if you get your 30 sheet packs. Great for if you've got special occasions or if you want something themed, so the colours are all the same. A great way to do both of them. Then we've got some other sort of like essentials. Stacey's used all of them throughout the show, so let me grab them and you can see them. I didn't realise these were in here. I would have just stolen them before.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think.
We've got our finger daubers. Our favourite finger daubers. These are a lot smaller than your bigger blending sponges. You can see those here, so you can see the difference. You probably get like 2 of your finger daubers in the space that you've got here. There's 40 in a pack. They come on a really nice case, so you can keep them all together. They are large enough so you can sort of like get your finger in there and hold them, so you've got that precision instead of it just being like you pop your finger in and then you just use them sort of like this. You can sort of really hold them and focus like the pressure that you're popping on the card as well. But yeah, you've got 40 in there, so they're perfect for all of the different colour ink pads that you'll use. Also great for using with your Glimmer Mist, great for using with your pearlescent powders as well. Mix and match them in the way that you do it. $19.99 for those. We've also got our blending tools and sponge bundle. This is going to give you a huge amount of sponges, so you're going to get 24 in the pack here because you get 12 in a pack, and then you're going to get this one which has 6 included, so that is 2 of your sort of like handles, and then you're going to get 30 blending sponges in total. £11.99. It's great to have 1 for each colour as well, and that's something that we all do here at Hunky Dory. Instead of mixing and matching your colours, because it is water-based, so your colours can transfer onto your ink itself. So having one for everything just means that you're not going to do that. But the great thing that you can grab your hands on today, let's have a quick recap of the incredible launch for today though. It is our Christmas embossing folders. We love our embossing folders. Let's put that back because you're not going to get that. $19.99 to get all 4 of these, and look at the beautiful designs. You've got 6x6, like Stacey said. You can tile all of the designs here, even these ones. They tile up perfectly, and this one as well tiles up great, sort of like side by side, so you can use them to make bigger cards, which we absolutely love. £19.98 to get your hands on our brand new embossing folders for you to be making cards like this. This is so pretty. I love this one. I'm trying to see who made it. I can't work out whose lettering that is. It's not got a name. Oh, it's Amy's. It's Amy's. She's got it halfway down. I'll show you, because otherwise you'll think I'm silly. Her name's like halfway down here somewhere. This is beautiful. Love this one that Donna created using that mirror, cutting out the holly.
Putting out the, yeah, the
Wouldn't have
elements.
even thought to do that.
Decoupage in them.
This is really nice. So her berries have been inked in a different colour to the background, and then use glossy accents. It gives it a really fun look.
That's
Love
really
that.
nice.
This is cute. So doing the technique Stacey did, but on craft card, and then obviously using different colours. This is nice.
That's really
This
nice.
is really nice. So using those borders but cutting into them, creating that background, and then using your borders from your peel-offs.
I was about to say that, was that?
Peel-offs.
Yeah.
It's awesome, isn't it? We love this one, that when this came in as well, Donna created this one using that snowfall on the acetate and then also on the background of the card. We loved that. This is so stylish but so cute. Kim created this one. Really, really nice using those designs together. Another one here that creates that beautiful one. Again, that's inking onto your embossing folder, then running it through. And then we've got this one as well from Jessica, which is on the white, and then just using your gemstones, the glittery gemstones, just to add that gorgeous touch. So thank you to all of our designers for helping us make some fantastic cards with this launch. And we're going to go back to Stacey for the last demo of the day.
Okay, so we're going to use some of that Matte-tastic. I've cut down that lovely green. I absolutely love this colour.
So nice.
But we're going to change it. We're going to make it look very different
Okay.
when it's done. So we're going to place it in this way.
But that's going to be debossing it?
So this actually has a mix, so it's embossed and debossed.
Oh,
It depends, like the, I'll show you when it's done. And then it is easier to show you. It's just certain parts that I want to be debossed, if that makes sense. So that's why it's that way around. But I'll show you when it's gone through. So we're using that holly and
I love that one. That's my favourite.
mistletoe.
That is my favourite out of the 4.
So if I lift this up, this is the side there. So the holly is raised.
Yeah.
The outline of the mistletoe is raised, but everything else is debossed.
Yeah.
So if I turn that over, what you have then is the holly is debossed, and all the berries are debossed, and all the mistletoe is debossed. So actually the background is lifted.
Okay.
So then we're going to change this into a different darker colour of green by bringing in our holly green ink. Let's get our messy mat again. And what we're going to do is, I just swiped it. You can go in with an inky blendy tool,
Yeah.
but it will pick up more of the debossed areas. If you use it like this, like you did with the embossing folder, but just swipe it really lightly.
Look at this.
It picks up the background. Do it slowly, don't rush this.
No, because you can build up that colour, can't you?
Yeah. And it sort of just pops.
Nice.
tops that design really nicely.
That is really cool.
Like I said, really lightly you want to do this.
You don't want to be squidging that ink pad in at all
No.
when you're doing this. You just want it to be like dancing across the top of your cardstock.
So once you've gone one way, I would turn it and then do the opposite way because you'll pick up different areas.
So would you turn it like 90 degrees each time?
Turn it 90 degrees and then you just pick up different areas and build it up until you are happy with the colour.
Oh, love that.
And as long as you are not too heavy with it, most of the holly that is debossed will still be that lighter green. And then,
Very cool.
so you could just leave it like that if you wanted to. If you wanted to lift some of the colour, you can go in with your water brush. While it's still wet, add the colour, add the water I mean, then bring in just some kitchen towel and it lifts the colour. So if you've got
if
any
you do go in
area,
any of those areas,
Yeah,
like if
so
you
like
do
this-
go into your holly a bit more than you wanted to.
this has got a bit more colour in it than I probably would have wanted. So then it just lifts, it brings the colour. It
Nice.
almost like removes it basically. So you can go in and do that. Then I've also got the 514 and we're going to colour it in. And because you've got that darker background, you don't have to be too precise with it now.
Love this.
So let's quickly do all of these.
Such a cool technique, isn't it?
It's just a different way of using your inks again. So I've tried to show you 3 different ways to use your inks with your embossing folders. Because obviously it's, you know how to
Just emboss your
cardstock or your acetate or, you know, with things like that. You know how to use it with
Sanding
your
it
paper
back
craft, and Nat did a lot of techniques with sanding, so you can go and watch her hobby maker shows. So I tried to just show you something a little bit different today.
This is really cool.
And there's no shading on this
No.
either. You are just going in with flat colour. I don't think I've missed any there. Then what I've got is a white gel pen, just a normal white gel pen, and then these dots, we're just going to go in and highlight these.
Ooh, this is transforming this design so much. Every sort of like layer that you're adding on is just bringing it to life more and more. It's so cool.
It's all, once you've finished, like, it doesn't even look like you've done it with an embossing folder. It looks like patterned cardstock.
What a fantastic idea.
And that is done. You don't need to do anything else with that. Look at how beautiful that is. It's like a patterned cardstock, but you've got that texture and
Love
it looks
it.
totally different than the white. So let's bring in the rest of my bits and pieces. You know what, I've just stuck that down and realised I needed to deboss it and emboss it. It's fine, we can pull it off. I was trying to be clever and
You trying to be quick, weren't you?
I was, yeah. Let's pull this off. We'll just ignore the fact that that was already on there. This is why you need your messy mat, because you don't want to be working on ink because you know that that's just going to end in disaster. So this is really nice because you don't have to use the whole piece.
No.
So I'm going to go with the top so you've got more of those dots, and I'm just going to tape it down just so it doesn't move too much.
If you want to get your low tack tape, you'll be able to get that on the website, along with any other things that Stacey's used, like your ink pads. We've got a really good deal on our ink pads at the moment where you can buy, is it 5 for 4? So you can get 5 ink pads for the price of 4. So have a look at that if you're wanting to stock up on your ink pad colours. There's always offers on your pens as well.
So this is just a piece of the Dove, is it Dove White?
Yes.
parchment. Just pull it off and look at the texture on this. It's absolutely beautiful. And you wouldn't think that that's come from a snowfall. You'd think that that's like an all over design. So let's start building this card up. Let's stick this back down. If I can line it up. Then we're going to stick this on here so we can bring in, so it's exactly the same colour as cardstock, but because we've added that ink on, it looks different. So you don't need any other colours. You've only used one colour from your selection.
So many people are loving this demo. Faith says, wow, this looks great, Stacey. Fab demo. Love the look of this, Stacey, says Jackie. Fiona says, we are all glued to the screens. Wow.
You could cut this down into panels if you wanted to, if you didn't want the full 6x6.
Debbie has asked, are the white gel pens in stock, please? It's not something that we have on our website, unfortunately. It is something that we are looking to add to the website.
It's something that we're nagging.
It's something that we ask constantly, like maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. We are always asking for white gel pens. However, in the time that it takes us to get the white gel pens, I will let you know that in the office we are using a collection that we got from Amazon.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
just
think
a
we
standard
got
white
about
gel pen.
10 of them, but they are fantastic.
Yeah.
So have a look on Amazon, have a look on eBay. White gel pens can be quite funny as well. It takes a long time to find a good white gel pen because you want it to be thick enough. Because some of them can be quite opaque, so then it doesn't, like you put it on and it doesn't really do much. But I think you want like a really good thick white gel pen, or even like a white paint pen.
Yeah.
They can work as well.
Yeah, just any white paint. If you've got a little paintbrush, you could just go in. You could add more white sort of splots, if that makes sense.
Ashley says, we want white gel pens. Yes, Ashley, we know we want white gel pens.
We want white gel pens.
We feel your pain. Donna says, and if you could get a white ink pad too, please. We have asked. We want white, we want silver, we want gold.
Oh, we know.
Honestly, we'll write a list.
We're with
Jess,
you.
Start writing your list right now.
Okay.
We are
And
with you.
we're going to take it to Anne-Marie, and we're going to say these are all the things that have been requested
Anne-Marie's
today.
with us.
And then Anne-Marie can then take them into her meeting, because Big Boss Dan is back, people.
Woohoo!
He is away from his enormous 3-week holiday. Only the boss can go away for 3 weeks, can't they? Although I can't say anything because I did go away.
Yes,
for 3
you
weeks.
also did that.
But that was a special occasion.
And
it was
then,
allowed.
just to finish this off, we're going to go in with this, which I know is out of stock, but
It's back. It's coming back.
back. So watch the website, people. It is coming back. And I think
Our smaller book of sentiments is available right now if you do want to get your hands on that. That was out of stock. We've got that back, but this is coming very, very soon.
I think I might go in with the white, you know, so it stands out.
Anne says,
Although
we need to send a
that's
list to
gold.
Santa of all of our wants. Honestly, we're there. Oh, Sam says get a purple sparkly ink pad, and I'm in.
Oof.
Let's see what we can do. We'll start off with just the white, the gold and the silver. We'll start off with the essentials, and then if we get some good essentials, then we can always do a range of different colours then.
If we bombard him with too many
Do you know
things.
what I'd also like, while people are here, because you can put it down. If we say it, he doesn't like to listen, but if it's been asked for by you, he'll do it. He listens. I would like sparkly pens.
Sparkly pens.
Like a sparkly craft pen. I don't know whether I'd want it water-based or not.
You just carry on doing your
Sparkly
shopping
pen.
list, because I'm still trying to decide what thing I'm just
She's
flicking
just flicking through,
this.
isn't she?
It's like the most boring demo ever. You know what? I'm just going to pick something. I picked one, but it had gold foiling on and it just doesn't work for me with
Well, you've
my
already put your silver on.
I know, so we'll go in with this.
Oh, Sam says a red sentiment. She's made her mind up, Sam.
Well, I mean, we'll be here all day if I don't just make a decision. So I've done it. And believe me, I have got.
Jackie says hunky dory pens and pencils. We've added it to the list, don't worry.
And there you go. We're done. you go.
Love that. It looks really nice in white, actually. It brings out the white dots that you added with
Yeah, well,
your
that's
gel
what
pen.
I wanted, yeah.
Very, very
Yeah.
cute. Stacey, 3 fantastic demos.
Thank you.
Awesome techniques. We have loved them. Florence says, lovely card. Thanks for showing us this technique. Everyone's in for the glitter pens. Myra says, it's a very holly jolly Christmas card. 3 amazing demos, Stacey. Another stunning card from Stacey. So much love. Lots of
thank
requests
you,
for those
everyone.
white gel pens as well. Don't worry, we will get the list straight to him. When we're allowed, there's a queue of people currently at his door waiting to get him. Right, that is everything that we have time for today. But soak up the savings over on Hobby Maker tomorrow, because Amy is back and she has got four fantastic sale shows for you. She's got 1 p.m, 3 p.m, 5 p.m, and 7 p.m. I know one of them is a Moonstone show. There is over 40
Wow.
Moonstone dies on that show. All of them are
Wow.
going to be discounted. There's concept cards. She's also got decoupage toppers. And then, what was the other one? Treasured Moments. That one's on a fantastic deal as well. So join her there. And then next up on Hunky Dory TV, it's me and Anne-Marie tomorrow. Summer Sizzler starts here on Hunky Dory Craft TV. We are diving into some sizzling hot deals with new lines that are going to be added daily. We are so excited to get started with those shows. Say goodbye to Christmas for a little bit, and say hello to summer.
Woohoo.
Although it's not summer anymore in the actual real world, it's gone.
It's alright, I'll still put my shorts on for tomorrow.
Flip-flop shorts will be ready to go. Thank you all for watching us. Have a lovely rest of your Monday, and we'll see you all again bright and early tomorrow at 10 a.m.